everyone. I just want to share with you a little recipe today. But first, I hope everyone's having a good day and hope you all are surviving through COVID quarantine all right as well. And hopefully you're not packing on the quarantine 15 like so many people are. So anyways, along those lines, I want to share a recipe with you that I think is pretty darn tasty as well as fairly healthy. So if you're like me, you're a chocoholic and love just about everything chocolate. One of my favorite desserts is a chocolate mousse that we get at Portia's Cafe, which is over here near our house. It's a vegan restaurant. And I've been wanting to try making something like it at home. And I found a recipe that we're going to give a try here today that looks super easy and pretty healthy. It's got all of the key ingredients as far as the right amount of fats, being especially good fats. It's got a little bit of protein in it. It's pretty rich in calcium, which a lot of us struggle with getting, especially those of us who are not regular milk drinkers. And it's chocolate. You can't go wrong with chocolate, right? But there is a secret ingredient with this particular mousse, and it's avocado. So this is going to be an avocado mousse. If none of you have ever had one and think it sounds a little odd, you're right, it does sound odd, but actually it's very tasty. The avocado doesn't really have a ton of flavor, but it adds a lot of creaminess to things like mousse and pudding. So we're gonna go ahead and give this recipe a try. So this whole recipe is supposed to only take about 5 minutes to make. And it only has 6 ingredients. So it's super simple. You cut up your avocado, and if you've never cut up an avocado before, a really easy way to do it is to cut it lengthwise all the way around and then twist to open it up, and then you can just simply pop out the pit. And the pit I'm going to save for later, because if you've seen my recent post about scrap gardening, I'm giving that a try, and who knows, maybe I'll grow an avocado tree. So I will save the pit for that, and maybe that'll be the topic of a future video or live. So anyways, I have a handy dandy little Cuisinart food processor here that we bought recently. So just dumping the ingredients in here, and I'm sure I'll make a mess because, you know, avocados aren't fun unless you're making a mess. Let me grab real quick so I can get all of this goodness out of here. So yeah, basically want to scrape out all of the contents of your avocado. Put that in your food processor. Get the other half here. Like I said, this recipe has all kinds of goodness in it. It's healthy, and if it's anything like the mousse that we get at Portia's, it is going to be to die for. Okay, so there's our avocado. So it's basically, this is 2 servings for this particular recipe. So it's 1 avocado. Sorry, let me clean off my hands here real quick. Then we're going to take 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. And in this case, I have pure Ohio maple syrup here that we bought from a vendor who's actually out of Mount Gilead that comes to the Worthington Farmers Market here in Central Ohio. So we're going to put 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, and 3 tablespoons of that. Then the next ingredient is our non-dairy milk of choice. Again, since we are plant-based in this house, we do not drink any sort of regular milk. All of our milks are plant-based. We tend to drink either almond milk, which is what this is. We also do cashew milk, coconut milk. We've bought oat milk before. Really sort of like them all. So anyway, we need, what is it, 3 tablespoons of that as well. So equal parts of maple syrup and your non-dairy milk. So we'll go 3 tablespoons of that in here. 2. Oopsie, and 3. Be a little extra milky. Okay, so that's the milk. After that, we're going to put 2 tablespoons. You can either do unsweetened cocoa or cacao powder. Cacao powder happens to be what we have on hand here, and I probably should have put that in first. Wasn't thinking. Clean this off. So yeah, so 2 tablespoons of the cacao powder. Measure that off a little bit. I know this has to be 100% exact, right? You can go a little over, especially with the chocolate. Okay, so that was 1. This is 2. Okay, so there's the cacao powder. From here, we're going to go and do 1 tablespoon of almond butter. And this is almond butter that we get at our local grocery. It is 100% crushed almonds and nothing else. So literally it is, the almonds are crushed in store and packaged and served. So it's very fresh. And you don't have all the additives that you get in a lot of the branded products. You'd be surprised to see how much sugar, for example, some companies will put in your peanut butter just to make it taste sweeter, more palatable. If you're not used to a pure almond butter or peanut butter like this, the first 1 or 2 times you eat it, if you're used to the brands that do have sugar in them, this isn't as sweet, but you really do get used to it very quickly. And now I really prefer it. If regular peanut butters and almond butters and such, quite frankly, are too sweet for me now. So you do get accustomed to it, and it's better for you. All right, so that's the almond butter. Then we do put a little bit of vanilla extract in here. It looks like ½ teaspoon. A ½ teaspoon out here. We add that. We're almost done. There's our ½ teaspoon of that. And then the last ingredient, it calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. There's our salt. Sorry, I thought I had all the ingredients out, but apparently I missed one. Okay, so 1/8 teaspoon. This way. This is going to be interesting. I'll probably make a mess of this because the hole in the carton is much bigger than my little teaspoon here. Oops. Okay, 1/8 teaspoon salt. That is our final ingredient. Then we simply put the rest of our food processor together, which I've only done once or twice, so seems to be a trick in getting the lid on just right. There we go. Okay. Helps if I plug it in as well. And we just simply mix this. Hopefully I got this all together right. See how that was. It was supposed to be for about 2 minutes. I know that wasn't quite 2 minutes. But let's see how this looks. I'd have to stir it up a little bit. Man, I have the worst time with that. Oh wow, that looks really good. Okay. We're gonna try to dig this out of here. center spoon here. Got my handy dandy little dessert glass. Okay, technically it's a wine glass, but you know. Oh wow, this looks good, does it not? Look at that. Creamy goodness. And it looks just like chocolate mousse. It's brown, it's not green like an avocado. Scoop in there. Glass is a little big. All right, so you get the picture. If you prefer your mousse to be colder, what you can do is put it in the fridge for 30 to 60 minutes, just to make it a little cooler, and then you can top it with your favorite berries. In my case, my favorite is blueberries. So we're just gonna pop a few of those on there. And here we go. A 5-minute dessert. Very, very tasty, I'm assuming. I guess I didn't try it yet, did I? All right, let's see what it tastes like. Oh wow, that is so good. Definitely doesn't taste like avocado. Definitely chocolate. Will definitely quench my sweet tooth for today. And like I said, it's much healthier than sitting down and eating a chocolate bar. So I will go ahead and post the recipe for this in case you guys are interested in trying this yourself at home. You can use any sort of food processor or blender. It doesn't have to be this fancy Cuisinart like what we have here. But yeah, super simple. I made it in just a few minutes, few ingredients, and yummy goodness. So I'm going to stick this in the fridge for probably about 30 minutes just to cool it a little bit. And then I'm going to enjoy a lovely, tasty, healthy dessert tonight. So if you give it a try, I'd love to hear what you think too. So take care and God bless.